Another beautiful day in the neighborhood. Here comes the sun. Blue skies, a little bit of clouds. Oh yeah, it's beautiful out here today. And time to get started. Walls going up. I believe what I'm gonna do is leave this tarp on it, maybe pull it tight and put some screws in it to hold it down and just frame right over it, because it'll be a while before this thing's dried in. The weather's, I'm not gonna do this in the rain. It rains a lot. I think the boss man's telling me quit yapping and get to work. Is that what you're saying? Some things go unsaid, don't they? Okay, job one, unload the lumber, get ready to go. These were $3.15 a piece, which is a lot better than it was a year or two ago. Gosh, I remember when they were pushing 10 bucks for a 8-foot 2x4. It was 28 degrees, now it's 34 degrees, but the wind's kicking up a little bit, so it's gonna be a little bit cold, but it's gonna be fun. You know, I love building stuff. I can't go no faster. What? What is it? Did Timmy fall in the well? What is it? Oh. I know what I'm going to do for siding on this thing. I'm going to use 4x8 sheets of plywood and then put 1x3 on, probably very similar to this, and that will mimic the board and batten. Since I know I'm doing 4x8 sheets of plywood on the outside, I want to make sure that that lines up in the center of that board, and then I'll know right where they are always. So there you go. Let's put that one together. There it is. Whoop. I've decided my door is going to go right here. So I'll make this wall, which should be 14 foot long, 8 foot long for starters. And again, because I know I'm going to use 4x8 sheets, I'll start my tape measure right here and get that 16. And on the next red mark, 32, and then 48. And I do that so that the 4x8 sheets will work out good without having to be cut. Okay, my door is going right here, from here to here. So I'm going to use a 36-inch door. So I'll measure 37.5 or 38, somewhere in there for the opening, the rough opening. And then I'll use what's left from here to here for my top and bottom plate for this little piece of wall. Then I'll take a 14-footer and go all the way across the top to make them walls hold together good. All right, I took a measurement from that corner to that corner, and I've cut that board, and it'll go on the top, and it'll just tie everything together. Then I'll have 3 walls up. Still a little few filling in places, but looking good. So this wall was leaning a little bit this way. So I used this brace right here, and I used this to push it in there to get it straight the way I wanted it. Then I just put a screw here, put a screw here. Now everything's nice and plumb. And some might say, why didn't you just build the whole wall and stand it up? Well, that's 14 foot long, that's a little bit heavy, and no sense in hurting myself. And I figured I could do it this way, and it worked out good. Just build it in pieces and stand it up. The way I'll do this other 14-foot wall is by putting this bottom board in, which I did, and then I'll put the top board in, and that'll tie it all together, and then I'll just add the studs one at a time. And I haven't quite decided where the windows are going. For now, I just want to get it tied in so I can get to the rafters, so I can get the tin on and make the thing, waterproof. So there we go. Let me show you how I did this last wall. Attached the studs at the top, which left them dangling down here at the bottom. And what I'm doing here is making sure they're on my mark, putting a block in down, and then attaching it with these 4-inch screws going straight through all that. This works pretty good. This was a lot easier than me trying to lift that wall. I don't think I could have done it. But that makes sense, doesn't it? Good and secure once I screw it all together. All right. Hey, I think I got it. It's looking good. I'll figure out where I want to put the window or windows, and then I'll get some plywood on the sides to stiffen it up, and then I'll be on to the rafters. Hey, thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching me build this thing. I'm having fun. Hope you are too. See you next time.